Hello everyone and welcome to the Lost Shipyard. I am your host Nitsify and welcome to the Profit Campaign. In case you don't know, the Profit Campaign is a campaign about profits. I know, crazy, right? We have our player, Acrid.
Hi. Hi.
He plays Umo, the human blood hunter.
Shit, I shouldn't have rolled that.
Yeah,
Ignore
shouldn't
that.
have. No, I'm remembering that every second. I have not looked at the rolls at all, so.
Don't look at them. I accidentally misclicked some damage.
That's fair. We also have Rena, who is my cat. They're here at the lab. They play nothing. She's just kind of here. In case you don't remember, in the last episode, there was kind of a lot of walking. It was a lot of walking.
Yep.
You did manage to very lightly expand on the religion of your fake god that you have made up to your cult before leaving to hopefully get help from a cleric recommended to you by a friend. But you told your little group of people that the goddess that you worship is that you are a disciple of is a one called Iniko. You have also eventually, as you were traveling up, got to meet, quote unquote. That's kind of a nice way of saying it. You got to deal with a bandit by the name of Kendai, who you struck a deal with to come back eventually and work to set his sister free from the bandit group he's working under, and which in turn, if you manage to do so, he will be happy to work for you.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, as you were getting near the end, because we ran out of time, you ran into a blockade as you started finding bodies scattered across the floor as you ran into the Rummigan. And there was only one Rummigan standing left, a lady with a cigarette, as she was stanced off against the bone-like creature from before. If you haven't seen this episode, go watch it, because you're going to be very confused, and that's just a very brief summary. But that's just the main idea of what's kind of been happening here.
Oh, yeah, and Yumo's been writing scripture. Let's not forget that.
That is correct. You have been writing scripture.
He's just getting to make up.
Yeah, he's like over the days of traveling, he's been getting to write just all that.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, this is canon.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. I imagine it's probably one of those things where he's coming up with the idea in his head, and then when he actually sits down to rest, that's probably when he writes it. Writing and walking up a steep hill, an incline would not be great.
Dude, he's just like me. I'm not even joking. I fucking walk around at work and think all the time.
Hey, it's completely fair. Oh, man.
Alright.
Alright.
Well,
here we go. So, would you like to roll for initiative?
I will, begrudgingly.
Alright.
So I don't have a choice in the matter.
Yeah, because I mean, if you want to go forward, you kind of have to deal with this. Because they are kind of blocking the path.
Alright, cool.
Okay, I got my answers for initiative. What'd you get?
Emo pulling up with his big pants with an 8.
Alright, gotcha. This is, so they all roll, everybody rolled low. Literally everyone. Problem.
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Yeah, you rolled a 7. The Rummigan rolled a nat 1. And this thing rolled a dirty 9.
Oh, so I'm not going last.
It's creature, then Umo, then the Rummigan. It's not great, but
no, I kind of need her to do this thing called not.
Yeah, okay, so
Hurry up and be effective.
Now the good bit is at least you know that for this turn, it's not going to be swinging on you, because you're like walking into this standoff between this thing and her. You would see this creature kind of just basically rush forward after like being sized up, basically kind of like walking left to right as it was kind of like standing up against her. You would see her basically rush forward as it would bring its like right front paw leg up as it would try to take a gashing slash across her abdomen. And that will be a miss, as you would see her bring up that greatsword that I had mentioned from before, the maul, apologies. You see her bring up the maul and basically just use the blunt end to knock the paw off to the side. You would see it then begin to use that momentum to then spin as it would try to strike her with its tail, as that would make contact, as it would basically strike against her, like, pelvis, as it would send her shoved back 10 feet. And it would make a pretty good bruising because the spikes on its tail would basically cut and drag across her skin, basically tearing through the, like, buckle area that she has, that little metal plate that she has on her belt. That would basically get, like, cut. Like, it would go straight through that metal. As she's gonna take some damage. Where's my dice?
No. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna die.
Alright, that is 13 slashing damage that she is going to take.
How's she looking?
Yeah, so she was already looking a little bloody before we rolled initiative.
Uh-huh.
You would see her kind of stumble back, and you would see a little trail of blood, because she did get knocked back 10 feet. You see a little trail of blood basically enter the air as she is shoved back and then hit the floor. But she is standing. She'll use her maul to stabilize herself, but you can see where she like now is using her left hand to try and put pressure to the wound. To try and like hopefully minimize the blood loss.
Okay.
As this creature would end its turn like that. Umo, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna be real. That's what his fucking dog hears. Just,
The dog will go on your turn, by the way. That's the way I'm kind of running the dog, because it's kind of like your companion.
yeah. So, I don't imagine it wants to square up with this thing.
Oh yeah, no, like, the second it was like, you guys got into this, like, this thing was already starting to, like, arch its back, kind of like, it's already squaring up, and you can see that this creature is now actively noticing the arched back wolf, and is now locking eyes with your wolf.
I am going to shimmy off to the side.
Okay.
Yes, everyone. I'm gonna let this dog get mauled if that's what it takes.
Poor thing.
It's undead. It's fine. It'll live. Maybe.
Maybe we'll find out.
It doesn't feel pain. I can hex it and just hit it a few times and the necrotic will heal it. I don't know.
Dude, I can't wait for you to be like, it doesn't feel pain. You hear the saddest fucking just dog yelp.
You fucking would.
Fun fact for the people that actually get proper info. Undead typically do not feel pain. The only time they can ever feel pain is when they're hit with radiancy.
Yeah.
And that's because it is burning their essence away.
Yeah. So I'm a shimmy off to the side. Like, I'm not.
Yeah. Do you want some time to think? Do you want the dog to go first?
I do want the dog to pull aggro.
Okay. So...
Because I need this lady to not die so she can try and kill this thing.
Okay, cool. So you would see the dog kind of arch its back as it would then, like, rush forward As it attempts to basically try to tackle this creature.
Bro, I'm sorry. I'm just picturing this Looney Tunes ass fucking type of fucking movement.
It's like, have you ever seen like a kitten like see its like reflection in a mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does that type of like arched back situation, and then it would probably straighten up and rush. Essentially, that's kind of like the best way to really put it. Oh my god. Okay, so it is going to try and bite as it's doing like a tackling bite. Yeah, no, this thing rolled horribly. You would see this bone-like creature basically as, like, your wolf tries to lunge forward to try and bite into it. You would see the creature basically use its shoulder blades to knock the mouth of your, like, wolf immediately away, basically shoving the wolf off basically instantly. Oh, man. Dude, also, for those who don't know, Acrid just sent a gif of a mirror falling on a kitten. Did it even hit the mirror? No, it doesn't even hit the mirror. The mirror just fucking falls. Why does it just fall?
I think the first frame of the gif is the cat pushing the mirror.
Oh, that might be it. That might explain it.
And the mirror moves, so the cat stands the fuck up and then gets crushed.
Oh god. But yeah, that's kind of what's happening here. You see the wolf face get shoved and knocked back. If I remember correctly, the wolf only has like one attack. If I remember correctly, that's how we set that thing up.
Let me double check.
Yeah, if you want to double check, because you're using the monster sheet for it, do they get multi-attack? Because we're just running
companion
like
gains an additional attack bonus.
Okay.
A bonus to attack equal to my proficiency bonus, so it gets an extra 2 to its to hit. I don't know if that changes anything.
That would not. It rolled like a natural 3. It rolled really bad.
I know, and the thing we're using as its base form does not have multi-attack.
Okay. Yeah, so sadly enough, but it is at least drawing aggro. It just didn't get to do any damage.
It's fine. Technically, if it had hit, it would have knocked this thing prone on a failed strength save, which is funny.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this thing hasn't seemed too nimble in how it's been moving. It seems a bit more just brutish.
It's definitely more on the brutal side. It's also like in comparison to your wolf, for example. Your wolf is like, yes, it's 9 feet tall when it arches its back, but it is kind of just lanky.
Yeah.
This thing is a lot more. It counts as a large.
Okay, so it's just kind of like a walking tank.
Yeah, it's just big. It's just a bulky, dense-boned creature.
Awesome. So it's really about to hate what I'm about to do.
Okay.
So by it be okay, so I can't use one of the only abilities I haven't used yet because it requires a con save. I'm not giving that to this creature.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then another one I have is a strength save, but I have a dex save. I'll make it do.
Okay, you're having to do a dex save?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Gotcha. I don't imagine a 11 is going to pass.
Fucking man, it fails by 2.
Alright, cool.
Cause, again, fucking level whatever. level 4, trying.
You're doing what you can.
Yeah, so Umo yeah, no, this is where Umo loses 10 HP.
Okay.
As he forms an acid orb and then hurls it as it flies like a little bit behind the creature and then explodes, like dousing its side in acid.
Yeah.
Because a 10-foot radius explosion of acid.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to hit my dog.
Of course.
And since it failed to save at the start of its next turn, it'll take damage again.
Okay.
That it can't dodge because the acid is just sizzling.
Understood. That's good. useful.
So I rolled high. That's 23 acid damage.
All right, nice.
Umo does hit hard. It's just he's slowly dying while doing it.
Yeah. But so you have that like basically splashing onto like what its back area of its body.
Like its whole like. So my wolf's like coming from its right. I'm hitting its left side.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
I'm kind of trying to make it think there's something on the other side of it.
Gotcha. So
I wouldn't imagine that'd work, but still I'm trying.
Yeah, no, I get you. The acid would hit onto the left side, basically just like splashing onto like its left, like the two legs obviously on its left side, a bit of its rib cage, and maybe the very beginning bits of its tail. As you would kind of hear it sizzling, and you can even see some like holes, like kind of like burning into the bone a bit.
Woo.
As you can see, it's definitely done a good amount of damage to this creature. It is basically eating away at the bone marrow.
Fucking men.
So you at least know it's not resistant to acid.
Yes. Doesn't like acid. We take
Correct.
these as a win.
Heck yeah.
And I'm gonna be real, even if it was resistant, I have an ability that says, no, you're not. Unironically, Yumo's only blood curse he has as a blood hunter is exposure, which says, you're resistant? Nuh-uh.
Oh, man. Exposure is a good one, I'm not gonna lie. I think when I have...
It's his only gimmick.
And I get it. I think the only blood curses I've typically grabbed when I play blood hunters was the exposure one and agony, because agony can be useful. If I remember correctly, I think that's the one that does like it just allows you to do some extra damage, like whenever they move, they take damage or something like that. I'm trying to remember what it was, but
I think so.
Man. Yeah, something like that. Exposure is good, though. It is very useful when you're in a tight predicament like this.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally like, is it resistant? Yes. No, it's not. What do you mean?
It's very useful. Is that the end of your turn, by the way?
No. That was only my bonus action.
Okay.
However, it's going to be very obvious he's not sure what to do. Because he gave away one of his only fucking healing potions.
Yeah.
I didn't have a choice, but...
Yeah, you had to make your story for the bandit believable so he didn't get himself killed. Or his, sister killed.
Yeah, no, I'm really hoping that was enough. I think it was, but still.
You'll find out.
Yeah. No. Okay. Oh, this is such a bad idea. Oh, this is a really bad idea. Fuck it. Yumo's on desperation. He's sitting there like, no, I need you to die. I need you to die quickly. So he's going to burn another 10 HP. And he'd form a second acid orb.
Okay.
With his action and hurl it, as I'm going to need another deck save.
Another deck save. Understood. Oh, not one. Let's fucking go, dude.
Holy shit.
The dice are in your favor today.
And that's 20 acid damage.
Okay,
and then
so
it's doubled to 40.
That is big. That is big. Okay.
And I think the, would that mean the tick would also be doubled? I'm asking because it's the nat 1 to dodge the save that applies the tick.
Yeah. So normally I wouldn't apply. We've never had a nat 1 like affect something that was tick based. I'm gonna say.
I mean, I'd say this is like a weird tick because it only happens once.
Yeah, I think because it's a one tick, I'm gonna say yes. If it was like a continuous tick thing, I'd be like no, because that's like a poison. Like,
Oh no, I
like,
wouldn't.
Nah.
I wouldn't
like,
ask if it was a continuous. I wouldn't ask if it was a continuous.
So I'm like, I mean, it's just a one tick. Like, I think that's fine for it to be like a double onto the tick. I think that's fine.
Hell yeah, because it means they just really didn't get out of the way.
Yeah.
Which actually, with how I wanted this to go, this actually makes perfect sense. Because Umo would have chucked the orb, like, high above it.
Yeah.
So, when the acid detonated, it was barely within the 10-foot radius, so it just showers down along its back.
Oh, yeah. So you see this acid basically just go spraying down onto this creature's back as it begins, like, eating away at the spikes on its back, on its head. It just starts eating away at its tail, and it's just any area that the acid can rain onto as it would begin to melt away. And basically, you can see like bubbles beginning to form, and it looks bad. It looks bad. Like there's no screeching happening from this thing, but you can tell that it is being affected by this acid pretty roughly.
I want it to be known. At the same time as that thing is getting boiled alive, if this Rummigan is paying attention, she sees Umo very lightly starting to cough up blood.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He only has 36 HP, and he has just spent 20.
Yeah, that's not great. Because of how much damage you have done, it will shift looking away from the dog. And it would start to look to you, though. As a heads up.
I figured. That's why I said this is a bad idea.
Yeah, that's fair. The beast typically will go for, like, or I don't know if it's the beast like this, but creatures like this typically will go for whatever is a threat first. And it seems that dog, it was easily able to shove away, so it's looking at you like, hold up.
Hang on. Fuck. God, that's okay. This bitch wasn't using acid. You're new.
You're new. The Larvig is about to choose to be is about to prove to be a problem as well in a second here, because it would enter her turn. And
thank God.
You would see with her hand, her left hand, which is her robotic hand, she would apply healing hands onto her body as she mends the slash that went across her pelvis. As she would re-heal for 30 points.
Oh, you lucky bit.
And then she would rush forward as she begins dragging the maul across the ground, sparks flying. And she is going to try and swing directly up, aiming for the jaw of this thing.
Yeah.
You can see that it is glowing like a white of some kind, so she probably already has a smite still going on. When she got hit, I did roll for concentration to see if she would manage to keep it up, and she did.
Hell yeah.
As you would see this maul connect onto this thing's bottom of its jaw and knock its head straight up.
Hell yeah.
As you can hear metal against bone, as you hear and
hell yeah.
as you are going to see as this thing is going to take. Let's see, where is my 2d6s? Because that is a maul. Bro, you rolled minimum damage for the maul. Okay. Plus your strength modifier. Okay, so that's going to be 5 bludgeoning damage. And then...
Alright.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is my... There it is. Okay. And then 9 radiant damage. You would see that the radiant seems to be doing a bit more than than what it would against a normal human. So you can probably guess that might be doubled. As like you'd see that the radiancy kind of eats away at the jaw area a bit. Like the maul just lightly cracked it, but you see that the radiancy actively seems to like drain something essentially from the bone itself. As you would actually hear it finally let out an actual screech, because she used radiancy, which is the only thing that can actually make a undead actually feel pain, because they lack pain receptors. As you just hear this low, growled, just... It's kind of the best way to put it.
Yay, please target her.
Yep, as she is going to swing again.
I hate to be that guy, but I really can't take a hit.
No, it's fair. She would try to immediately swing it back down, and you see this thing bring its tail back and smack the maul out of the way.
That's fair. Again, from the creature, I was like, "Don't you hit me with that!"
Yeah.
No.
As next
Your
up,
petty hands off of me.
next up is the creature. And now
It takes damage.
Yep, it did take damage.
It does take 2 doses of damage.
Yep, because you got the...
So the first instance is 9.
Okay.
And then 16 from the double.
Okay, so let's see. This one.
9 and 16 acid.
Okay.
I already doubled the 16.
And
The
it's
16
really...
was 8.
Gotcha. So it's really not looking good. That's the good thing to know. It's really not looking good.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Please die.
It's going to decide between you and the rum again. This is for you. This is for the rum again. Oh my god. I gotta re-roll.
No! You can't do this to me.
For the rum again. Hey, make your mind up. For you? For the rum again. Okay. It was really torn. Because one hit hard. The other made it actually feel something. It's picking between survival and emotions.
Survival and petty.
Yeah. You would see this thing turn its attention from you to the rum again.
Yay!
As you would see it bring its... Basically, it would bring its art, its like back facing more towards the rum again. And you'd see as it starts beginning to swing that tail. And you would see her bring the maul up, thinking that it's attempting to attack her with the tail, as it would then lower its back bit, its back like downwards a bit, as it would launch one of the spikes from its back towards her.
Oh!
As she's very quickly having to shift from a, oh, I'm blocking, to, oh, fuck, I need to get out of the way. As you would see her basically go, like, you would see that, like, moment, that expression on her face of, oh, shit. As you would see her shift from blocking to very quickly trying to move out of the way. And you would see her mainly get out of the way, so she's at least not getting impaled. But you would see it still drive through a portion of her shoulder, as she's taking half damage.
Ow.
So, wait, hold up. Let me just roll this digitally. It's just easier because I got a decent amount of dice I gotta roll for this. Hold on. D&D Beyond, do me a favor. I'm gonna pull you up. I know you can see this. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna grab a random sheet to roll this real quick. We'll roll it on Ro's sheet so you can see it full style. You can see how much damage this thing's about to do. Ro, can you load? Thank you, Ro.
He was working on it. He's old.
Yeah, he is a little
Give him a
old.
second.
Oh, they changed the layout for the dice. Interesting. Okay, roll. I actually don't like that change, but you know what? Fair enough. 18. Okay. So
I do like it because it's easier to click them.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'll probably adapt to it. It is easier to click. It just feels funky, but I know once I get used to it, it'll be fine. And then I'll complain about the old version instead.
again, complaining.
Yeah, exactly. I actually do like that you can change your dice easier, though. I will give them that.
Yeah, and it auto changes instead of having to reload.
To be honest, with how like much space is left on the left side of D&D Beyond, they could have just had this and just a bigger like rectangular bar than having a box. That's kind of my only like genuine complaint I can actually give to this, is just make it longer. Then you'd be able to do more with the pop-up. But also I get that they don't want to hide the background bit, because some people do really like having the background and being able to see it well. So I get it. Yeah, so she'll take half damage of 18, so it'll be 9 piercing. As you'd see it basically just kind of cut through, you see that another wound basically just get opened up in her left shoulder. As this thing would then, I want to mention, like, no, actually, no, I'm not giving stuff away. Nah, fuck you. As it would then bring its tail downwards to try and slam onto her as she is like mid-combat roll to try and get out of the way of this thing. As its tail would slam into her side as she would get knocked into the cave like tunnel wall. As she slammed into the wall. As she will be taking... Why do I keep misplacing my D10? There it is. Okay. Okay, so that she is going to take another 14 bludgeoning damage as she gets slammed into the wall.
Haha, she's overhealed. She still hasn't gotten below where she was before.
Luckily.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it is going to end its turn as it now becomes your turn. Do you want the dog to go first or you?
That's a good question. Umo really ain't trying to accidentally hit the dog. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. That would leave me with 1 hit point. I really don't want to do that.
You got this, man.
So
What you thinking?
I'm thinking I really don't have many other options but to keep using what's working. That's kind of where I'm at right now, because this thing is weirdly in a position where all my other gimmicks don't work.
You know, yeah, that's fair.
Because I've got a strength save, a con save, and a melee option. And a close quarters option.
Yeah.
No, not happening. Fuck that.
That's fair. That's honestly fair, man.
I really don't have a choice.
Not in the best spot, perchance.
No, Yumo's gonna drink that healing potion, though.
Okay. Again, it's also not looking really good, so...
Oh, yeah, no, I know that. I just don't know if this thing's gonna explode and hit everybody in the room.
That's completely fair. That is completely fair, man.
I don't know, it's cursed. It doesn't follow the rules. Alright. Umo drinks a healing potion and then brings his hand up and coughs out blood.
God.
As he's gonna hurl another fucking orb.
Alright.
This thing is gonna throw a fit.
Gonna fucking hate it.
It's gonna have a conniption fit. From getting hit with acid again.
God.
Alright. I needed to make a dex save.
17.
Alright, it takes half damage.
Okay.
It takes half damage and doesn't get... It's figured it out. It's learning.
It's like, hold up. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, so it'll only take half damage and it won't have a tick on its turn.
Okay.
This is also my heaviest hitting move. Which is why it costs the most.
Gotcha.
So it only takes 9 acid damage.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. Alright. As, again, is this the same with the orb one?
Yep, same orb.
Yeah.
I throw it and it explodes and it just... I don't know how you wanted to get out of the way, but yeah.
Yeah, essentially...
I kind of wanted to explode behind it again, so it would... I'm again trying not to hit the dog and the lady.
Yeah.
So I've only got a few areas I can actually throw this orb.
Yeah, essentially what would happen is that when you throw the orb this time, you would see that it actively, like, lowers its head towards it this time. Because remember, it also turned around to face the paladin this time. So technically, the behind is technically in front for it this time. So it would lower its head and basically bring one of its smaller spikes facing towards the orb and launch it preemptively to try and basically shoot it out of the air a little bit earlier midway, so not as much of the acid ends up raining into it, essentially. So the acid would still hit it, it would still, like, scatter and burn into portions of the bone, but it just wouldn't get to have that full impact that it would have had.
Fair.
What else do you wish to do?
I can do nothing. That is the end of my turn, because I had to heal. Because I would have had 6 HP.
Okay, gotcha. The dog rushes up, and it tries to bite it again. The dog can't roll well for some reason today. You see this?
It gets it gets a +2. I don't...
Yeah, it misses the AC by 1.
The dog has a +7.
Yeah. It's not...
Damn it.
It's not rolling well.
Damn it.
You would see as this dog, as your dog tries to bite down, you see it almost actually make proper, like, contact in. Like, it starts to get his mouth around the neck of this creature, and you would see the creature bring its tail forward, wrap it around the leg of the wolf, and yank it back.
Oh my god.
It basically just says, no.
Hey, wait, where's the Pogus?
Oh yeah, no. The Pogus is about to do something, actually. I'm glad you actually got to notice that, because I was about to actually mention this. You would see the Pogus has settled itself nicely on the inside of this creature's neck. Because there are just kind of open areas. Because it is mainly just bone, there's no flesh. And this creature just didn't notice this tiny little guy who rolled stealth. You can see a tiny little light glowing in the neck. As
Is it doing anything?
you see this little guy just start doing a little dance. And you see a little flower pop out of this thing's neck. That's it. Because guess what? This thing's Poguses, you want to know how they do damage to enemies when they need to?
Poison?
Poison. Guess what this thing's immune to? Poison.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah.
Hang on. No, it's not.
Okay.
I want to do a blood amplification curse. It's not immune to poison anymore.
Do you have a special action or something you can do that with? I'm trying to remember if blood curses are special
Reaction.
actions. Okay, reaction.
Exposure
Okay,
is a reaction.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah,
So
sure.
it triggers for the triggering attack. So this flower gets to do damage.
Okay.
Okay, let me double check. How do I take damage? I take right. I take a D4 of damage because
Okay.
I've used my only curse.
Okay.
I took 4 damage. Of course I did.
You take 4 damage, and you see as a little bit of poison somehow starts to affect this creature.
I really wanted to start freaking out just out
Yeah.
of confusion.
Yeah, no, it's definitely looking around like, huh? Like you're telling like it's still trying to mainly put its attention towards, you know, the people actually hitting it. But like there's definitely a little bit of like there's that like light head tilt of like what the fuck? As
How much poison damage?
it takes 2 poison damage.
Fuck yeah.
Poguses
Ow.
are like not even a level 1 creature. They're like a 4th. They're a 4th CR level. Like they do like a D4 of poison damage with their flowers. Like,
That's fine. I don't care. It's damaged.
but the terrifying thing about these little guys is actually they probably should be a little bit higher CR now. I'm thinking about this. So they have very little HP. But if they just get left unchecked and they just keep placing more flowers, each flower does a D4 of poison. So every time you fail a con save to beat the tick, another flower is gonna sprout, meaning you're now getting 2d4, then 3d4, then 4d4. It can't add up very fast. Yeah, no. So it fails. It fails.
That's wild. It failed a con save.
Yeah. It just didn't roll well that time. It does have a good con, it just didn't roll well. However, next up would be the Rummigan. As the Rummigan would, like, after, like, basically getting shanked and then nearly then getting knocked into the wall, you would see her body, which has an imprint in the wall, by the way. You see her, like, she still got the cigarette in the mouth, by the way. I'm just gonna put that out there. You would see her with her left hand reach for the cigarette, puff out the smoke, and throw it to the ground. And just the most just silent, like, okay. You almost made me choke on my cigarette. That's not cool. As you would see her pull herself out of the wall, and then begin, like, stumbling towards this creature. As you can tell that she's probably suffering from a, not dazed effect, but maybe some type of form of daze. Her eyesight is most likely discombobulated, which I think is pretty fair. As you would see her with one hand raise that malt up and swing it down.
Oh boy.
As it begins to catch fire.
Wow.
As it slams into the nape of this fucking creature, basically forcing the neck of the creature into the ground. As that will deal, even if it's only temporary, that will deal 8 bludgeoning damage.
Oh yeah.
Plus, roll the con save, because this is a searing smite. It does succeed the con save, so it'll take just some fire damage, but it's not going to continue staying on fire.
Oh yeah.
An additional 3 fire damage. Alright, cool. Yeah, as you would see, its like head and neck basically get smacked into the ground, and then you'd see it starting to rise its head back up again. As she would then again right after knocking it down like that, basically then grab with her other hand the other end of the maul, swing it to her right, and then begin swinging it towards the head in a horizontal fashion like a golf club.
Wow. Please
Um,
hit.
Is that a 10 or is that an 18? Okay, that's a natural 10 plus her to go. She will meet the AC. Okay. As she collides into the thing again. That is another 5. Another 9 bludgeoning. And then... And then another 7 fire damage as this thing goes stumbling back. You would see that this slam with the maul would crack its right side of its skull, basically nearly in half. Like you can see this crack go down the entire right side of its skull. And
oh my fucking god.
As it
Die.
enters with 2 HP, it's Blood Frenzy.
Oh my god.
So here's the fun mechanic that actually didn't get to be shown properly, because technically, even if this wasn't the case, it would still be in beginning into its turn, because that is the last thing she can do with her turn. But if this hadn't happened, I'm going to let you know right now, it had a mechanic where when it got to 10 HP, if it was still alive with 10 HP or less, it would enter a Blood Frenzy, where it would basically just say, fuck your turn. I go. Basically like a last second adrenaline.
Man.
Yeah. As it would raise its right paw up and come crashing down towards the rum again. As fucking hell, that is a nat 20. Alright.
You got it.
Sure, man. As you see it slam its paw into her, and you see her left arm shatter. As the metal completely gets scattered and broken. As she is sent into the ground. As she slams back into the wall, her body dragging across the ground before it's basically tumbling across the ground, slamming into the wall head first. As she is motionless.
Motherfucker.
As it would
Bitch,
turn
get
its
up.
attention to you and the dog, and you... Okay.
The dog's closer. Hey, blood frenzy. It's not the dog's closer.
Yeah. Okay, I rolled. Okay, cool. It looks at the dog.
Perfect.
Okay, I want to know right now, just so I know, in case this thing can one-shot, how much HP does that thing have?
45. It's actually not that weak.
Okay.
It does have.
Right.
It has more HP than me.
Okay, so...
That's why I want it getting hit.
Yeah, that's good. So it basically rears up on its hind legs,
No.
as it goes up, as it raises from its already 9-foot stature to a good, 15 feet up, as it brings its full body down.
Is that a save or is that a to
That's
hit?
a dex save for the wolf.
Okay, so it's got a +2.
Okay. Yeah, it's failing. God, Wolf, you gotta roll well, man.
Can I roll for the wolf? Or maybe I'll roll better.
Sure, if you want to, I'll let you roll this time.
No, you already rolled it. It's fine. I'm just saying if it lives.
Yeah.
I'm
You
just saying
yeah.
if
You
it
see
lives.
this creature bring its full bite down. You see the wolf try to move out of the way, and it just doesn't manage fully to do so. As you see the body come crashing onto the spine of the wolf, basically covering the entire body of the wolf. As it is, you hear like bone crunch, and then you see the wolf just get displayed and basically just crumpled onto the ground as this thing is fully on top of the wolf now.
How much damage?
Tell you right now, there's a small little, like, imprint onto the fucking ground. That is going to be 22 bludgeoning damage to the wolf.
Okay.
As you would then see, it's on frenzy mode. As it would basically, since it has it prone, it will be rolling with advantage, as it is going to try and bite into the neck of the wolf to try and tear its head off its body. Okay. That is a natural 15 to hit. I do believe that will hit the AC of the wolf.
Wolf has a 16.
Okay, it will not. So you'd see it basically, like, bite into the wolf and try to, like, essentially tear the head. But you would see the wolf essentially kind of just, like, still having that form of retaliation. You would see that, like, metal-like item on its body begin to wrap around the neck of this creature and yank down, pulling it away from the neck of the wolf.
Hooray for the fucking cursed object.
Yep.
The wolf succeeds the same as an AC of 16.
Yep.
It's trying.
It's doing what it can. That will be the end of the blood frenzy.
Hooray.
The wolf is going to try to bite. As it is going to try and bite and shove this creature off so it can get back to its feet. Oh yeah, you said you want to roll, right? Roll for it.
Yeah. It's got a +7. 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh my god.
As it will bite and is going to roll contesting athletics. If you want to roll for the wolf, I will roll for the creature.
Okay, so athletics is dirty 20 from the wolf.
Okay, cool. It actually manages to slowly and forcefully shove this creature off of it. You know that if these things were both at peak health, this thing would probably win. But because of how weak it is right now, it is not managing to do so. The wolf would actually manage to shove it off of its body by biting the under area of the neck and then shoving it down.
That acid doing wonders.
Roll that bite damage. I think that might actually kill this thing.
Oh my god, the wolf that hasn't done a damn thing this entire fight, I think actually kills. Because it's 2d6 plus 5.
Yeah, the minimum.
So 12 damage.
The minimum would have knocked it out. You would see the wolf bite, not just hard enough to knock this thing off of it and get to its feet, but snap the bone marrow of the creature's neck as basically the main bit that is holding its head in place for its neck snaps under the mouth in the bite. You'd see the wolf swallow Pogus as Pogus pops out. Pogus just got here. It avoided getting murdered. Don't worry. You would see this thing try to continue to rise to its feet, but it's like, since its area of bone has been basically crumbled, its main needed requirements to continue doing what it would do, you'd see his body slowly begin to shake, and then it would crumble to the floor. As you would see the red light in its eyes begin to dwindle and then fade completely. As, funny enough, I guess the wolf gets the kill, but you survive the fight.
Umo heads over This fucking rum again.
Alright, you can see that she is, like, kind of coming to.
She's alive. That was his question, yeah.
Yeah, there is, like, a blood splatter where she collided into the wall. You can also see where she got tumbled across the floor, because there's blood all over the place from her. She's lucky in the fact that her neck didn't snap upon impact.
Yeah.
She's also lucky in the fact that at least she is, like, she's starting to kind of shove herself to sit upright. She at least looks like she still has consciousness, so she's not in a coma. That's good.
Umo, honestly, seeing that would have hit the hardest, like, slightly slowing down the most, like, oh, okay, great, you're alive, cool, I don't have to perform medicine while half dead.
Yeah. That's fair.
Like, he was like, I can't save the other ones, but I can try to stabilize. Oh, no, you're fine. Oh my god, my body.
Yeah.
I want to be real. He looks like he's experienced, like, stage 2 hemorrhaging.
Yeah.
He didn't get hit, but he's crippled.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
And that's after popping a healing potion.
Oh, jeez.
He would have had, like, 2 HP if he hadn't popped that healing potion.
Damn. Oh, man.
So he would walk forward a bit and then kind of slow to a stop once she wakes up, and then he'd kind of just sit down like 10 feet away from her.
Yeah.
And almost like he'd also look over at the wolf, and in the most genuine fucking just good shit.
Yeah, it is. That wolf is like, it is like double checking to make sure the thing's dead. Like, it's just sniffing like, you good? You down?
You dead? You
down?
done?
Like, you can see like sometimes it starts growling at the fucking thing. Like,
I'll be real. He sits and goes, make sure that thing's fucking dead.
Yeah. Oh man.
Dude, I'll be real. It's almost like, oh god, just cough.
It's valid. You would see
Yeah,
yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go for it.
He would just look up towards the room again, and it's almost like he looks towards the rest of them, looks towards the creature, and then looks at her like, I think it's almost like it is like that look of like, I think I can piece together how things went.
Yeah, yeah, they go great.
Yeah,
she would just start finally kind of getting herself together and just go, right. Thanks for that. She's kind of like placing her right hand on like, quote unquote, where her arm should be, like on the left arm. Like, yeah, right,
yeah.
That's gone.
Everyone's like, is that there?
Yeah.
No, that's not there.
No.
Okay.
Great.
You know, I'm gonna be real. Umo, the main reason why he wasn't talking, he was like, I'm gonna wait for the dazed person to not be dazed.
It's fair. It's fair.
He's like, I'm gonna let the person who hit their head on the wall to start the conversation if they want to have one. That's why he was just sitting there waiting.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, she's giving you like that, like, thanks at the least, so you can at least tell she's got some consciousness.
You just hear, good, you're alive. Oh god.
But barely. That shield came in handy. Last second. Shield spells do wonders, especially for protecting that.
You know, I wouldn't know, but I'm glad that could work.
I recommend looking into it.
I've only recently started learning magic.
A little new on it. You did well, considering what you're learning.
I know. He would just move his hand and there's a little bit of acid that moves. He goes, this is a strange sort of magic. It uses my blood.
I don't hear very often about that being your source of magic.
No, I don't think so. But I didn't get hit, but I look like I was violently hemorrhaging. This is normal.
I can tell.
It's almost like, this is normal, and I hate it. I need more health. Like, it's almost like, it is, he's like, I'll be real. It's almost like, what validates you getting the tough feat? Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I have not walked out of a fight not crippled.
Yep. This is true.
I want to mention also, I literally was having to sit, I was like, man, I really only have my heaviest hitting move and my most expensive, because it's the only one that has range.
Yeah.
I want to mention, Umo was a good, like, 40, 50 feet away from the thing.
Yeah.
Like, he was not getting close to it. He was just off in Narnia. Just chucking acid orbs at it.
Dude, I believe it. I believe it. I want to mention, it would have been so bad if that thing actually chose to go for you. If you got taken out, it really would have just been a roll to see which side won the fight, because that really would determine a lot of what happened next.
Based off how things actually went, she would have lost.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe the wolf could have soloed.
Would have clutched up.
Maybe. I mean, like, it clutched up kind of near the end. Maybe it and the Pogus working together. Stupid ass Pogus.
The Pogus's sacrificial paralyzation.
I got this. Why is nothing happening? Ah, huzzah! The fucking creature, like, what the fuck is happening?
Why did I take poison damage?
What is it? I've never felt this before.
I want to mention, that was so petty, but it was so worth it.
This is so valid.
I wanted to be known, if that didn't kill,
yeah,
Umo was going to walk up this fucking thing and just unleash a wave of acid onto it and knock himself out in the process.
Gah.
And almost like 3d8 acid. Dodge this, asshole.
Dude,
I'm dead.
that leads to a new question of, one, does the Rummigan wake up fast enough to do death stabilizing so you're not on death saves? 2, if not, does the wolf know how to medically stabilize you?
Luckily, I would have been at perfect 0, so I would have just been unconscious.
That's kind of funny. Oh, man.
I had 8 health, and I was like, I looked at it, I was like, erosion wave costs 8. I have 8 health.
Yeah.
Well, I won't die if I use this.
That's funny. Okay. Oh, man. But yeah, no.
He would go, I'm guessing you guys were after that thing? What the fuck that was? I've seen that before.
A portion of it. Kind of. Not really.
I'll be real. He hits the hardest commoner have an ass. Fuck you mean portion.
It's... God, it's like that left arm. I know it was just metal, but I'm still feeling the bruising from that strike. So
it was pretty effective.
That was a fiend. It was a bone fiend.
Oh.
It escaped hell. So when we heard that it was making its way up, we realized it might be a problem. There's a cult that we were dealing with recently that we were having to personally sniff out because they were proving to be dangerous to the townspeople near them. They were trying to summon demons. Of course, they were mainly known to have been further down in the underground. So, typically we didn't have to travel. But when we heard that after we dealt with the cult, that this thing got up closer to the surface, we realized it would be a problem. Because, one, if it got to the townspeople, there's no guarantee that there might be somebody with the radiant magic required to deal with its soul. Two, if it got past the surface and got onto the surface, then one of two things could happen. Which is one, the monster kingdom decides that this is something we sent and declares war. Right now we actually at least have some form of a temporary truce. Don't know how long that'll last. And two, the other option is they tame it and sick it on us. But the other reason why I say it's the portion is because there's believed to be another cult member or two from that cult still up here. That might be why the Fiend was coming up. So I'm supposed to we were supposed to investigate.
He gives that look over his shoulder, and it's just in his own head, like, "Ah, shit, you're doing that."
Yeah, and I told them we should bring a cleric. We brought a cleric. Because the plan was that if somebody went down in the middle of combat, by rules and regulation of law, we could bring them back as long as combat was going. Problem is that they took out the cleric first. Because that thing charged through the brunt of us, knocking us aside, and went directly for the cleric. Which was the poor halfling. You have seen a halfling, right?
Did Umo see a halfling?
No.
Umo would sit there and he goes, that was a halfling?
Right, okay, so that thing... Okay, so our halfling is most likely been dragged to hell.
Also, that thing was killed by the dog, which... I'm not a necromancer, by the way. I just tamed that thing.
Right.
He says that and then was like, don't execute me for being a necromancer. I'm not a necromancer.
I'm going to be honest. If you were a necromancer, I would have just turned a blind eye for this situation.
That's fair. I appreciate it.
Yeah, some of the Ramagan are a little bit harder-headed and would have gone through with it anyways. Which is idiotic.
No, I don't know if there needs to be a special ritual done. It was killed by the dog that was trying. You missed it. It tried to crush the dog. The dog killed it.
If you'll help me, there is actually a ritual we need to do about this. And I need the materials in that casket. I'm strong, but using one arm, it won't be easy for me to carry the casket over.
Right, I'll help out. Come on, let's get you to your feet.
Let me just, and she's going to place a hand on you as she's getting up. As she's also going to use healing hands on you. To heal you for 15 HP.
She sees him become not even bloodied. She realizes dude is really flimsy. He has no health. I'm not. I'm not the most durable person. Which is why.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm not the strongest. Also, I'm sorry. How much experience did I get from killing that creature?
Huzzah! 2,300.
Oh my god.
It's a fiend.
I'm level 5.
Congrats.
What does that do? I have multi-attack.
Nice. You're gonna need that.
Hey now.
I mean, I'm not wrong. You're going to be dealing with the bandit camp eventually, from the sounds of it.
Yeah, and I get to add a feet to my body. Woo! I might add, I'm really debating on tough.
Huzzah!
Or like regenerator or something. I can't justify regenerator yet.
Yeah, I don't know if you justify generator just yet. You could probably justify tough. You've got like the whole injury thing going on right now, but she's definitely like at least like when you guys start lifting the casket. It's a big casket, by the way. It is this. It's not like a normal like it's like a wooden casket like blah blah blah. This thing is made of metal. It is an iron casket with the Rummigan's symbol on it.
Luckily, Umo has a 17 in strength.
It's good. You want that.
Okay, so like
it's definitely one of those things where you're using your uninjured arm to like lift it, and she's using her only arm to lift the other end.
Yeah, no,
carry
so
it.
she'd see
Yeah.
Yumo just not use his right arm. Like this whole time, he's just not used his right arm. It's just dead hanging next to him.
Yeah. She's just looking at it like, You don't seem to. Your arm seems a little loose. Did it get hit?
And she'd also noticed the scythe on his back that he hasn't touched. Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of details. You go, right, that. No, I didn't get hit at all, actually. All the damage you see is from stuff I had to do to myself. But my arm, that's something different. It got withered.
Withered.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
really hate to be that person, but again, if Cleric was alive.
Yeah, I'm currently heading to a healer, and then I run into this.
Yeah, that's not grand. If you don't manage to find a healer there, I think the Rummigan owe you one in this situation. We can set you up with someone if things don't work out. What's the healer's name that you're going for? Do you know? Or is it just any healer?
I'm asking as a hold on, let me check my notes. I gotta remember as a player, was I told her name? Oh yeah, Abella?
Abella.
Yeah.
Yes.
He would just go, I was recommended an Abella?
Abella? Bella?
Yeah. Abella.
They're not, at least as far as I know, they're not with any official church. There are third-party churches and temples that fund themselves without the use of the government. And unless she follows a god that other people don't follow, which means she might be dealing with something eldritch. Huh.
Beggars can't be choosers. That's my mentality right now.
I'll give you the option. There's always the holy priest. We would have some in the, some from the Rummigan that would be legally obligated to help you in this current time.
There's that little chuckle of the legally obligated. It's crazy. Yeah, he would go, I might take you up on that, seeing how the other thing goes. I'm also just curious to meet them. This is an excuse.
Fair enough. Well, I'll be setting up after all this is done and we get there. You don't mind me traveling with you. I think that might be smarter in case there's other fiends that might have gotten but you're loose at the current time. And both of us
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and both of us are injured. I do think that'd be smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, his dog growling at the fucking dead corpse.
Yeah, it is like, I want to mention, this dog is like slowly eating away at this corpse. It is like, I kid you not, it is actually like eating some of the bones off this thing.
Why? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why?
It's being very petty. Have you ever seen a dog like chew on a bone and then like eventually they chew up the bone so much that there's no bone to chew?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not doing the thicker bones, but like the tailbone because it's a little bit of a thinner bone. It's just like like
I'm gonna be real. He sits there and hits the hardest. I could have used that. Dumbass.
Hey, there's still plenty of spikes if you want the spikes, but it's like the tail is just been like, yeah, this is mine.
Bro, that would have been a great rapier.
Dude, you get like a chainsword rapier type thing. Like,
I'll be real, no, unironically, he is going to dismantle that creature if he can.
oh, it's valid. It's valid. You let that dog know. So
He would go, he would just go, hey.
You
Ribs.
see it,
No.
you see it like look over at you with like a part of the tail in its mouth. Like, what?
Not the tail. Not the tail.
Not the tail.
Cease.
You see it like drop the tail slowly, saunter its way over, and you see one of the like thinner bones that was sticking out of its face.
Yeah.
With the whisker, like, jagged bone. Yeah, it snaps one of those off the skull and then starts chewing on it.
He gives it a thumbs up, like, that's fine. Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Oh my god. So you guys
Dude.
get the casket the rest of the way there. You would see her basically put her hand onto the casket as it would begin to glow, and then it would begin to make a sound as you see runes begin to glow on different areas of the casket. She would take her hand off, and then it would begin to open as it unlocks. And you see in the casket is a few supplies, specifically a big-ass crucifix, a bottle of holy water, and salt.
Oh, helpful.
You would see her sprinkle the salt onto the Fiend's body. And then you would see her, with one hand, wrap her arm around this, like, thick crucifix. And then, like, basically, like, hoist it onto her shoulder. This thing's, like, as wide as her. It's not small. I want that to be understood. This thing's big.
Yeah, no, I'll mention, while
Yeah.
he's, like, taking the bones that he can, they're like, I need to salvage this thing quickly.
Yeah, definitely need to. She begins to walk over, and she would shove by slamming this crucifix into the ground.
Fuck yeah.
As like it would leave a little bit of a dent. It doesn't look like it directly builds into it at first, and then you see the crucifix begin to like burrow into the ground, stabilizing itself. Almost like it like is naturally mending itself into the ground, essentially. As it begins to glow, and you see like a glow begin to go around the corpse of this creature. And you would see her just go, I'm gonna grab the holy water. You should be able to loot what you can from the body. It won't disintegrate. It's I'm genuinely just destroying the soul of the Fiend. That's all.
Okay, that's good.
Alright, let's see. Bottle of holy water. Alright.
Bunch of fucking bones.
By the name of the gods, I hereby banish you forever to the realm of the void. May your soul never rest in peace, and may your soul shatter and be scattered upon the 9 realms. Be forgiven by thy name, and remember that if you to try again once more to the mortal realm, you shall not come back as mortal, nor as cosmic horror, but rather as nothing. Be forgotten, be dead, blah blah blah, die. And you see her like splash the holy water onto the crucifix and then sprinkle the rest over the bones. As you can hear what sounds like the sizzling and the screams of the damned for the next 9 seconds. And then nothing.
Fuck you.
You just go, that's what I remember we're supposed to say? Normally it's the cleric that handles that.
Well. Alright.
Alright. You keep looting the bodies. I'm gonna figure out what to do with the bodies of my comrades. Huh.
No, real. I was about to ask.
Yeah. No, see,
what-
normally I would have learned this stuff. This was like my second mission. I'm one of the lower ranks. So.
Just the
I need to find. I hope the commander has a book on this, like somewhere on his body.
Do any of them have healing potions?
They probably. Honestly, the cleric probably does.
There's no cleric body.
Hi, the cleric. Yeah, because the fucking fiend dragged his body to hell.
Did he eat it?
Yeah, so the thing about spine fiends, bone fiends, if they eat your body, they eat the soul with it. They kind of just take your body directly to hell. They kind of skip Judgment Day.
Dude, I'll be real. Umo hits the hardest. The fuck the halfling do?
It probably sensed that he was a cleric. It probably, because here's the thing, right? Paladins and clerics have different magic. Paladins, we go by oath, meaning we pledge our oath to whatever. Specifically for us, it's a pledge to the government. The Rummigan, we don't work under the gods, we work under the people. We have made an oath to protect the people. Meaning, if the government ever, becomes a problem, our oath tells us to kill the government. We are peacekeepers for the people. The thing about the clerics get the power from the gods. So the fiend probably felt radiant, divination. And it chose its target.
That sucks.
Yeah.
God damn it. Alright.
Oh, that poor. Oh, he was a good soul, too.
Of course he was. It's always the good people.
Oh, hopefully he finds his way out of hell. Maybe.
Can you?
I don't know. What lair fiend was that? Because he would have been taken to his lair. That would have been that was a bone fiend. I think that would have been level 3 of hell. So if he can get to the main lair of hell, which is the first lair, then maybe he can talk to whatever fucking fiend is running that place right now, which is constantly changing. And then I hope that the fiend is actually lawful. Oh god. Alright.
Rest in peace, I guess. Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
Umo, I'll be real. Umo then just walks around and it was like, I'm sorry. I apologize. Starts raiding the bodies.
Yeah, okay. So this was a group of 7 Rummigan. So you have 6 bodies to raid.
I want to mention, he looks at her and he goes, no disrespect, raids the bodies.
No, it's fair. I mean, they can't use it. If they're dead, they're dead.
Right, some people with logic still.
Yeah, no. The paladins of a church would probably be against this, but again, I made an oath to the people, not to a god.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna be real, it's the most just like, sorry, random person, I'm going to take your shit now.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? We're gonna do this way. I'm gonna tell you the things that you get from the four other paladins. Then I'll tell you the thing you can get from the commander, and I'll tell you the thing from the cleric. Actually, I'll tell the commander last. So paladins, then cleric, then commander. The four paladins. The four paladins would have as follows.
Oh God, wait! I need to write this down. Okay.
Okay. I'm also gonna pull up the inventory stuff from Ro so I can also correctly list the stuff. You would find I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this. Weapon wise, off the four paladins, you would find a +1 mace.
Okay.
You'd find 2 +1 longswords.
Long sword. +1. Okay.
The 2 people that had the longswords also had a shield. So 2 shields.
2x. Is it just normal shield or +1 shield?
Just normal shields for this.
Okay.
And you would find a +2 greatsword.
I'll be real, he's looking at that greatsword like, that doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't have reach, therefore it sucks.
That is valid. You would find on the paladin that had the flail, they had a clockwork amulet.
Wait, you said mace or flail?
Mace, sorry.
Yeah, okay, so... So, okay. Oh boy. Clockwork amulet. Okay.
You would find that the 2 ones that had a shield had rings, magical rings. One of them had a ring of poison resistance.
How much help that gave him? Jesus.
Yep. The other one had a ring of fire resistance.
I'm sorry, I'm just real. He grabs this. Someone like grabs a hand, pulls off a ring, looks at it, and then just his head, not out loud, just to himself, goes, "This did nothing."
Yeah, it is unlucky, but it's a thing. Like, it kind of makes sense. It's like fiends. The fiends have been known to use fire a lot. It's just really unlucky this was not a fire fiend. Some fiends
fire,
have been
poison, and necrotic are common.
Yeah, that's why it's like these make sense, but also, it's just unlucky matching.
So he's like, these did nothing.
Yeah. Then you have the cleric, who had an amulet of the devout, which is basically built for clerics.
I thought I didn't find the cleric's body.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. My bad. No, you're right.
I mean,
let me.
I'll find his amulet on the ground.
Yeah, no, you know what? Just screw it. Yeah, no, the amulet's there though. Probably guess who it went to.
So is it just a +1 amulet of the vow? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll be real. He looks at the amulet on the ground and he lifts it up, and the most like, you poor bastard.
Oh man, you can see like engraved into the back end of the amulet, like the bit that faces towards the body and not outwards. There, you can feel an S engraved into it. So his name probably started with an S.
Dude, he sits there, just sits there like, hey, what was the cleric's name?
I think his name was Stalin.
Found his amulet.
I'll give you an option. You can either keep it or I can return it to his family.
Dude, I'm gonna be real. He sits there with almost like, here.
Okay.
And he give it back. He's gonna show some morals. Like,
yeah.
he is lawful. Like, yes, he's evil, which is why he's more than fine raiding bodies.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
there is that genuine moment of, no, the family at least needs some closure.
They need something. Yeah. Um. And then you'd find the commander, which has on him. He has a what looked to be a great axe. It was a plus. Actually, to be more specific, hold on. Let me make sure because it is a very specific type of great axe. He had a berserker great axe.
Ooh, that's. I'm guessing it's not cursed like how D&D normally runs those.
No, it is not cursed.
Okay, cool.
Because it is actively being wielded by a paladin who probably had it hand forged.
Unironically, Umo takes that
Okay.
and will probably attune to it.
Okay.
Simply for the extra HP. Like,
Valid.
he won't even use it. He will just have it for the extra HP.
So fair.
Like...
He leaves it at base all the time. He just it's just in his room.
Bro, I'm sorry. If I could just leave that in my room and leave and it stays attuned, that's hilarious.
I think that's fine. It would just be the funny thing is alright, I'm gonna unattune this. It's not on you right now. Fuck!
Shit.
That'd be the one downside of it. But then
Dude, I'm gonna be real. Everyone's like, okay, you got any attunement cells? No. Why not? You only have 2 attuned items. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I forgot one of them.
God.
How do you forget?
Dude.
It means it wouldn't weigh him down, which I would prefer.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, it wouldn't weigh him down if you left it behind, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
There's a battering shield. I want to mention unlike the other people where their armor was shattered, his is actually still mainly intact.
What's his armor?
He actually has which I want to mention, this was a big guy. Unlike the other people, which were a lot of humans. It was a bunch of humans. There was a tiefling, and then there's the poor halfling that got eaten alive. This was an orc.
Yeah. Umo sits there, looks at the orc, and is like, I might be able to give... It's in his head, he's like, I might be able to give your armor to Bill.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Though he is a barbarian, so keep that in mind. I don't think barbarians can use armor properly. I don't think.
I think they can.
Okay.
They just loses the Constitution bonus. So if that would give him a higher AC, then I'd still give it to him.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. He has I'm trying to find it because he has a heavy armor. There it is. He is ring mail.
Okay, just base ring mail.
Yeah, just base ring mail.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not proficient in that, so I literally can't even use that.
That's fair. That's fair.
And
he did have one supreme healing potion.
dude, I'm gonna be real. You must have man, at least you'll drink your healing potions if you had them.
Yeah, it looks like the others had healing potions and they got to drink it. It looks like the captain probably, or the commander, probably just never got to reach for his.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just that. It's that legit. It really is an unfortunate thing. If he was probably hitting the hardest, and so that creature probably looked at him and went, "What are you doing?" and just unloaded on him.
I'm gonna be real. Umo is yoinking both of those rings of resistance.
Valid.
Since he can just wear them, and since he has 10 fingers, he can wear 10 rings.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because so long as the ring doesn't break, he gets the resistance without attunement.
Sick. Oh, man.
I will give him the Berserker Grit. Dude, I wanted to be. I love this fact. He's like, oh, what's that? Bad? So you use a Great Axe? No. What? Yeah, no, I don't use this. Why do you have it? Health.
Oh
Huh?
man. I guess if you technically want to take their money, you can. You'd be able to find a total of like 20 gold off of the 4 paladins and like a good 30 off of the commander.
So 50 gold.
Yeah.
Dude, Umo is just yoinking their stuff in the most like, I'm kinda sorry. Kinda not.
Yeah,
I
it's
need
like
money.
you're kind of dead, so like I only feel a little bit of remorse.
I only feel kind of bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so I'm slowly adding all this shit to his inventory.
All right.
Battering shield. Oh, that's not a bad one. That is a good one.
Yeah.
That yeah, that mm. If only I had an arm.
If only.
If only I had an arm, really.
Yeah. Shoot, the lady, by the way, would finally start kind of like while you're doing that. She does seem to be doing something. To the corpses. Like, all right, let me give you the proper rights here. You can see that she's setting the bodies aside against the wall, and basically just leaving. Yeah, each one of them have like a dog tag essentially. So she's basically
Yeah.
just placing the dog tags around their neck because like they have it tucked away like in their like pocket area. So she's basically just putting it around their neck. So most likely what they probably do, because you have heard lately about this, because the church paladins do this, where they are sent town to town, obviously, to like actively do diplomacy, check on other towns, make sure they're safe, that sort of thing. But there is also the fact of if they find bodies dead on the way to a town, they are to take those bodies and bring them to the town so they can be buried properly. So she's kind of just basically setting them to the side and then putting their dog tags around them. So that way when the next group of paladins come by, because yes, she is a paladin, but with her in her current state, she can't do it. She can't do it herself. So it's that thing of like, she's like, okay, I'm going to set these aside. I'm going to have them do it. And by reading the dog tags, these people know, oh, these weren't just normal people. These were Rummigan. Okay, this is not just a normal funeral we need to do. Okay, we gotta take these bodies all the way down to the royal capital, to the main kingdom. And we actually have to do like a proper funeral, like an act. They get special funerals because they are they're up there when it comes to the government.
I am carrying so much shit.
Oh man. Jeez. She would just look to you and just go, right. Well, right. I don't think I caught your name. Asher is my name. You probably need to know that.
Okay, Yumo would answer way quicker than I am, but now I'm sitting here like, do I give my actual name?
Valid. That's valid.
Fuck. No, really, I'm having to decide. Yumo would answer quickly. It's just me struggling.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, Marina, you're all good, buddy. I just needed to change my legs up a little. That's all, bud. You can sit back down.
Nah, fuck it. I'm not gonna lie. It's not worth it.
Okay.
No, he's sitting here like, in my head, I'm like, no, there's a poster with my name and my face.
Yeah.
I have not changed how I look like, so me saying the wrong name is gonna be suspicious as fuck.
So fair.
Like, you would just go, Umo.
Good to meet you, Umo. I guess, kind of good. Like, better circumstances would have been nice.
Better to meet you than not at all.
I guess.
In this situation, if I had shown up too late, I wouldn't have met you.
That's very possible how this thing went.
Literally his thing of, no, I'm not too upset I met you. Because
Yeah.
would have died otherwise.
Man.
Dude, I am going to walk back and equip the fuck out of my allies. But I'm going to look like a psychopath while I walk around with near 250 pounds worth of shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I look like a loot goblin, because I am. I've got a fucking ring mail in my bag.
Oh god.
Which I'm probably going to give the ring mail to Ro. No, Ro's also a barbarian. Fuck.
No, Rose actually, he's a fighter.
Oh, then I'll give him the ring mail, because there's no way he's dexterous.
Oh yeah, no. What made you guess that? Was it the -1?
Why does ring mail only give a 14?
I know, it's kind of absurd actually how low ring mail gives. It should give more in my opinion, but what do I know?
It really should, because it gives the same as scale mail.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly,
that's...
this is a problem that I have with D&D, where heavy armor most of the time gives the same AC boost as light and medium armor, which just doesn't make it worth it because it gives disadvantage a lot of times. Like, unless you have a specific proficiency or feat or something with your class that allows you to avoid the disadvantage, you get disadvantages from stealth and other things because it's heavy armor. But it's like, is that worth it? I don't know.
Yeah, no, specifically ring mail just sucks.
Yeah. Jeez.
I don't know, honestly, his half plate or whatever he's got is probably better.
Right now he just has leather. He has a 10 in AC.
Alright, no. Somehow the ring mail will be better.
Well, leather's better if you're already dexterous. It just gives a little boost to that dex.
Yeah.
The medium and heavy armors, the good thing about those is that they kind of give that little boost you need if you don't have good dex.
Heavy armor is good because it nullifies the dex.
Yeah.
Minus.
That is true. Hold up, I gotta pause. I'm being called. We're back, everybody. But yeah, no, they really could fix the armor. They really could fix that.
Yeah. Oh well.
You guys would be able to travel. I already rolled. You guys would be able to travel the rest of the day. Luckily, up to the city, completely safe. The last, I think that was like day 8. So the last 2 days is luckily uneventful. You guys can kind of recoup your bodies.
I have a long sword, meaning I have a weapon I can swing that does more than a fucking D4.
Yeah. Oh man.
I wanted to mention, yeah. I have the Berserker Great Axe attuned, everything. I'm not gonna use it.
That's fair.
It's just there.
That's fair, dude. She will let you know, by the way, that if for some reason you end up wanting to take up the offer for the cleric thing,
yeah,
you can get a hold of her. She will be at a tavern for the next few days called the Claw, where she will just kind of be filing information towards the Rum again on how everything went. So she's going to be stationary for a few days.
You go. That's fair.
Yeah.
He would station his dog outside of town.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, the dog was just kind of like probably just like what 30 minutes away from the town or something like that. Just kind of looking.
You know,
Like,
he'd look at Asher and just be like, "I'm gonna leave him out here."
That's for the best. They wouldn't.
Activate speak with animals. All right, I need you to stay out of town and don't get noticed, because they will smite you.
Yeah, it kind of it like give you that nod like I'll find a spot to hide.
I will find you when I leave,
Yeah,
or you'll find me.
yeah, it'll be one of two ways. It'll just let you know it's gonna find the nearest crevice and just cram itself into it.
Cool, works for me. He's going to make sure it's hidden, and then he's gonna leave because he does. It is the light way of showing like he does care that it does survive.
Yeah.
And I get to show people who watch this show that no, there is a beating heart there. It's just very dim.
Very down, but it's around sometimes.
For
Yeah.
specifically those that would get attacked for no reason.
Yeah.
Which, granted, he can understand why people would attack the undead dog. It probably would attack them first.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the undead beasts are like considered typically a threat. Like unless they like prove to actually be docile. But they are most likely the majority of times they are normally immediately aggressive. Because undead people are different from undead beasts. Beasts, they're just hungry. They can't stop the hunger that they have going throughout their body. They have no way to satiate it, so it just leads to just an obscene amount of violence.
Well, now it's targeted violence, so it's fine.
Heck yeah.
I
yeah.
hope it was satisfied by how many bones it got to eat. I mean,
It's relatively happy. This town.
I want to mention.
Yeah.
I will keep some of those. I have like several of those bone spires on my back as well.
Yeah.
I will be feeding it those bone spires.
Sick.
Because he would have just removed like all the spires from its back and that tail, because he does unironically want to try to make a chainsword.
That's fair.
So he can have reach.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Because I did pick up for my level 5 feat. I did pick up Sentinel.
Yeah.
So I did not pick up Tough.
Fair enough. Okay.
I will pick up Tough probably at level 8.
That's completely fair. This town that you're walking into is a little bit more unlike the other one, which is more casino-like. This one is more medieval in the fact of it has, like, from what they've managed to preserve, and probably also what looks like they preserved pieces that survived the fall and then rebuilt into it. Going up to the town, there's an actual, like, gate. An actual, like, checkpoint gate. Like, they have guards watching the area. One way in, one way out. They have, essentially, medieval stone, like, castle walls blocking the entrance with a wooden drawbridge for the way in and out. I am being called again. Oh my god. I just want to tell about a town. Hold on. And we're back again. So the town is a lot more medieval-esque. I swear I see somebody walking up to my door. If I just unpause just for them to actually, I'm gonna lose it. Okay, I gotta pause again. Are you serious? And we're back again. Let's retry this.
Whoa!
So, like I said, this is more of a medieval-based town. There are, like, obviously, you know, you would have gotten in fine. They really just kind of give you that quick scan of, like, hey, what's your reason for coming in? I'm imagining Umo just lets them know, need a cleric type thing.
I'm gonna be real. Umo hits the hardest. Healing.
Yeah.
Just need a healing. That's
Yeah.
it. Just
The
here
guards
for healing.
the guards are very different, by the way, here than what you had in your town. Because your town, it was like bouncers from a club type of like the way they dressed. The guards here are straight up knights. Like you have dudes in full on knight armor, like like covered head to toe in like proper plate mail, like sword and shield type situation. Um.
Oh my god.
So yeah, they just give that nod like, yeah, no, that checks. We can see how bad your arm looks right now. So they just
Yeah,
let you in. Yeah,
his arm's just dangling as he's like walking, carrying all this shit on his back.
yeah. They definitely give you, just because you do have weaponry on your back, they would just kind of give you that heads up like, don't don't get up to anything. But like obviously any guard's gonna say that if they see somebody with weaponry on their back entering their town.
I'm gonna be real. These dudes have more than enough reasons to be concerned because Yumo's
Yeah.
sitting here. Let me read this off for everybody. So these guards, so also you can put it in perspective how these guards would be feeling. They see a guy
Yeah.
in silk,
Yeah.
like nice clothing, having a sickle, 2 shields, wearing scale mail underneath his clothing.
Yeah.
Has ring mail in his bag, a scythe on his back, a dagger at his hip, a dagger on the side of his bag, a mace in his bag, a longsword in his bag, a longsword on his hip, a dagger, the same dagger on his hip, again, wearing 2 different magical rings, a great sword strapped to his back. He's got a weird earring. He has a great axe on his back. He has a tower shield.
God. It's a mess. It's just a mess. Yeah, no.
He looks like a Gimo.
As far as they can tell, you're probably one of 2 things. You're either an adventurer, or you're a merchant that sells specifically weaponry. I guess there is the third option. They could be assuming that you might be a part of a program that the royals have been known to launch, specifically the Mad King, which is known as the Hero program, where essentially they look at random people every now and then and go, yeah, I'm gonna take these random commoners, I'm going to equip them, we're gonna call them heroes, we're gonna give them a branding around their neck, and we're gonna send them to quote unquote reclaim the surface. It never succeeds. Right now the hero program is not in action because they have a temporary truce. I can guarantee you, as soon as that truce falls, the hero program will be back in action. So, like, there's also a shot he could just be looking and be like, are you just, like, a hero on hold? Like, are you just, like... like, what's going on there?
Well, yeah, they just feel like, here for healing. They just walks by with all this fucking shit. It's like, it's either a merchant or an adventurer or a wannabe hero.
Yeah, I want to be here, yeah. Well, see, you know, it's funny to call them a wannabe hero, because a lot of times the people pick for the hero program, you don't sign up for it. The king just picks you at random. So you were completely at the king's whims. This crazy drow, and just hoping that he does not pick you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Umo does not live in fear of the hero program. Simply because he knows the odds of getting picked are low.
It is very low.
And he's more capable than the average person.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's that thing of, like, nobody wants to be picked for the hero program unless you're just out there. For some reason, you're like, I want fame and legacy. Like, yeah, sure, buddy. Sure.
Your legacy is a failure.
Yeah, no, really. The hero programs only worked one time, like properly. They
Oh,
the hero program has been used a total of 4 times. During the third attempt, which is actually the thing that eventually was starting to lead up to the truce being made, the hero program was used in a way to make a group of 4 people into heroes, and they were sent up to the area of the surface, and they actually claimed, because at one point the monster kingdom took over a portion of the underground, like the bare area, like closest to the surface, but they took hold of it. They reclaimed those towns. There were 3 towns that got taken over. So they reclaimed the 3 towns, and then when they tried making their way to the surface, they were slaughtered. So the fourth hero group, which consists of a human, a tiefling, a Haringen, and a Lupin, those 4 acted as a peace hero group, which was the first time a hero group was founded under the one for peace rather than murder. So they were sent out there to be negotiators. I want you to understand, these people, probably the most weird ragtag group to be negotiators, because the human was a banker, the tiefling was a bartender, the Haringen...
they've at least got charisma. They've at least got a charisma person.
They got type of, the Haringen was a farmer. And
Of course.
the Lupin was like a soldier, so he was already a pre-soldier, and they looked at him and went, let's more heavily equip this man, and basically just make him like, he was essentially like the bodyguard of the group. It's like, oh, it was like he didn't have the charisma, but he had the weaponry and the experience.
Everyone else has +1. This man with a legendary gear.
Yeah, no, like he was just some foot soldier. That's the thing. Like he was some low-ranked foot soldier that had, like fought like a few battles, and they looked at him and went, "You
hero." And dude, I love how I love the graces of the Mad King. It's
Mad
great.
King's great. I am happy for the day I finally get to show off the Mad King, because I love the idea of the Mad King. Oh man, maybe that's a campaign for a future day. The hero campaign. It's just hell.
I have a character in mind that could do it. Would be funny for that.
Oh, that could be something.
But it'd probably be better with a group,
Probably
specifically with that character.
Yeah, definitely. I think I know which one you're talking about too, because you told me about your PC ideas. But moving on. We actually getting into the town, it is like looking to more of a medieval, like everyday medieval type town. You're looking at like old wooden cottages where they've actually managed to grow some trees here. So it probably took a long time to make these wooden cottages, but it's more like they used the logs for pillars, and then they made the walls with like stone essentially. So they used wood minimally to reduce the cost, and they used stone for the majority.
The fucking hubris of man can't fucking get away from these damn trees.
Dude, no, because they really went here and like, we gotta make at least a little. To be fair, it's like a moral thing, right?
It's like a morale.
Yeah, morale thing. Like they're trying to at least kind of keep some touch with the nature that they've lost, essentially.
Yeah, no, I understand why, but still.
Yeah, they're really just sitting here like, I need something. Because like, if you really think about it, it would be really dreary if they sat here and went, let's just make a bunch of rock houses. Because, dude, that's just gray. It's just a bunch of gray.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It wouldn't bother me too much.
For a lot of people, it would. They've gone down the route of using like lanterns to light up the streets. So they have like lantern posts instead of light posts. They have lantern posts essentially, where they just have lanterns hanging. So you definitely know they have people that are just built to just go around lighting the lanterns 24/7. Because since it's underground, they kind of have to worry about it during day too. Um, but yeah, it's a little more like I think the main thing is that you don't have those casino based stuff. It's a lot more medieval. You've got they actually have managed to get some horses, kind of like traveling stuff throughout the town. Um, Granted, these are more underground horses that have been naturally evolved and adapted to deal with the underground conditions. So they're they're
Are they
not.
carnivorous horses?
You know what? Roll me a nature check. See if
Are
that,
they the predatory horses that actually are capable of underground combat?
you're about to find out.
I have a -1 because I'm stupid. That's a nat 20.
Okay, yeah. What is that animation? It freaked. Okay, it grew. I don't know what the dice grew.
Because it's the corrupted dice.
Okay.
That's the nat 20 animation. Is it has a special effect.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would know that there are two types of underground horses. There are the carnivorous ones, which are typically used more for combat. Those are used typically for like war. They're like war horses that they'll use. So the Mad King will send like soldiers out and equip his army with like war horses. So they have like slits for their pupils. That's normally how you can tell them apart. Whereas whereas for the other version of the underground horses, they don't really require meat. They don't really require like plants specifically either. They're like omnivores. They've kind of learned to be more adaptive to like basically eating near whatever. But they're also a bit odd because they have these ram-like horns that start to grow out of their head. Probably because these dudes thought, okay, what if we just not ram, more like goat-like horns. As these guys have basically gone out of their way to kind of mix the genetics of horses and goats to make them more willing to kind of just eat whatever they're given. Meaning they also got mad hops. Which actually in turn does work really well for them because since these are being used more for travel and for pulling loads up inclines, weirdly, they have some advantage because of the goat genetics. So you just don't get normal horses down here. It's really, do you want goat horses or do you want just whatever that is?
Why'd I get a nat 20 though? That's the thing that messes with me.
Yeah, no, you got that. You just really liked horses, I guess. You didn't really have any horses in your town, so maybe you just sat there like, these are interesting.
I have a -1.
Yeah. You don't know why. It's just for some reason information.
Read it in a book one time.
Yeah, I read it in a book one time. Pulled an Iva. Just something about the idea of horses being down in the underground just, I guess, always kind of caught your attention a little bit because they're not meant to be down here at all.
No.
But yeah.
Or not.
That's the main thing. So the next question comes into play of, do you want to try and search for a tavern and try and get information on where to find this, cleric you need? Or do you have a different idea in mind? There's a lot of ways you can go about this. I just know that's the more typical manner that you typically throw out there. So that's why I went ahead and threw it out there.
I will wish Asher luck, and I may see her again. Kind of just like a best of luck.
Yeah, she give you a nod, appreciate it, same to you type situation.
Yeah, it's that thing of in case I never see you again type of shit.
Yeah.
Is in his head, he's like, I get to go fight a fucking bandit camp after this. Oh, God.
There's 7 bandits you'll have to deal with, so that's like 2v7.
I have explosion.
I hope you have a plan for that, and you don't just try to brute force that, man. I really...
You think I plan?
I would hope you would for this one.
I can't plan. I don't know what their base looks like. I don't know how they're organized.
You know their numbers. That's at least something. That 2v7's
That
not in your favor.
it's not that bad. I just need them to group up.
Oh my god. Yeah, yeah.
No, I really can't plot with
mhm.
Why are you
What?
Okay, I get to try to fix my class because it's being goofy. So he'd head for yeah, he'd head for a guard.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, you
and
can approach a guard. Sure.
Yeah, he would just don't nuke me from orbit. I've done nothing wrong.
Yeah, you would approach this guard that's like, he's got like mainly full plated armor on, except he doesn't have a helmet. And he has like a halberd that he's just carrying.
Wow. I don't know why I said it like that. I don't know why.
Alright, so he kills you. No.
I did nothing.
It was a taunt.
Damn.
You don't like the way you looked at him.
I mean, fair, I guess.
No, but yeah.
I'd swing on Umo too. I don't know.
Damn.
Done everything wrong. All right. Umo would sit there and he would go, would you happen to know where I could find a Bella?
He would kind of like tilt his head like, okay. A Bella?
No, Annabella, yes.
Okay, okay.
Yumo is sitting there with this most like semi-pained expression of like, I don't know how to go about this. I have a whole ass town to search, and this is over. This is different.
Dude. So the guard kind of like scratches his head, because you can tell he's not just rolling history, he's rolling insight. Like you can tell he's like gauging like, what is your plan? What do you want them for? Who is okay? Hold up. Like,
I'm gonna be real. He sees a man who looks like he's in pain.
yeah, yeah. He's like, you just take a bit and just go, I don't think I know Annabella.
Right.
I'm sure you're well aware, your arm doesn't look too good. Is that why you're looking for this person?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know where Blue House is?
Blue House. Yeah, there's a few blue houses. That's rare. That's rare. People, we really just have a lot of grays and browns. Blue house.
I remember Abella's house being mentioned as being painted blue.
Yeah. Just kind of scratch it and just go, right. It's not in my sector. If it might be further down.
Thanks.
Do you want me to get you a... We have healers in the guard quarter.
No, it's alright. I need to start walking.
Yeah.
It's almost just like I'm fine. He lies through gritted teeth.
Oh god. You can roll me like I guess just like a perception check as you're kind of going further into the east side of town to try and keep an eye out. For this house.
I'll be real. Umo's hitting the hardest. Like, I don't care. I just want this fucking pain to stop.
Yeah, it's fair. Like anytime you try to do anything with that arm, it is painful.
Yeah, no, so that's why he's just not using it. But also, he's got like a heavy bag on his shoulder, which is fucking debilitatingly painful.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because he's like, I'm not gonna try to destroy my body by carrying it on one arm. You got me fucked up. I'll just
Exactly.
suffer. So he's got a passive 14 in perception.
Okay.
And he got a dirty 12. Like, it's
Okay.
not. He rolled shit.
Well, we'll use your passive.
I only have a +4. I don't know how hard a blue building is to spot.
Yeah. As well as it's weird because passive perception is such a weird thing because like on one hand that's supposed to really just be just your natural looking around, but also if you roll lower than your passive and you're actively looking, should your passive technically count? Because that's the case.
So
with
it
people who
doesn't
always
because
have
I'm
a good
active.
Yeah, yeah,
So no, I just
yeah.
yeah. So
think
I'd
you'll
probably
have to
miss
do
it.
both. I mean, it's bright colors. I'd honestly say it's less if you're missing it and more if you just don't go down the right area of the east side of town. You will
Epic.
eventually find it. It's just like it's like a good 30 minutes of wandering. Like, where is this house? Where? It should not be this hard to find a bright colored house with blues and pinks. This should not be hard.
No.
But you would eventually run into this house that has like blue walls and like a porch area that they've like gone out of their way to craft, and like a pink door and that whole shebang. Like,
Oh, you're a walking aneurysm. Okay.
yeah.
You're gonna hurt me. You're gonna cause me physical pain.
Damn.
You're gonna cause me pain.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
I do. Please
man.
heal. Yeah, he'd walk up to it in the most. I'll be real. Even he pauses, like, where the fuck did you find pink?
Dude.
Let alone the blue.
Dude.
That's a lot of blue.
It is a lot of blue. The fact that there's a question of where'd she get paint? How?
I'll be real. He walks up and it's the most just like, it's gonna sound really bad, but I only have the one arm, so like a half not, because also he's just tired.
Yeah.
To my own head, he hasn't rested yet. He's walked a day.
Yeah.
He's not resting yet because he wants to try to handle this as quickly as possible.
Fair.
He also knows that the longer he leaves the dog out there, the worse, the lower the dog's odds of survival is.
Correct.
So he will knock on the door.
Okay. You would.
And I hope I don't get shot by someone who moved into a colorful house.
Dude, can you imagine?
Yes, I can.
What? Just a quiet. What?
Yes, I can. Because I think it's happened before. Not exactly, but...
Yeah. You would see opening the door. You can immediately tell. No, this is the person. This is definitely
Thank God.
her. I'm gonna type in her name with the picture. That way, when I
Bella.
yeah, Abella opens the door, It is clear as day.
It's a Bella.
That it is a Bella. You see this tiefling with human-like skin. Bright
Cotton candy half an ass.
yeah, bright pink hair. It is like, why did it not save? Why did it not save on the OBS? Thank you. Bright pink hair that is like very long. It goes down to her hips. She has like, you know, like pink pupils, pink dyed horns that go with the hair color, elven ears, fairly slender person, a golden choker kind of like going around like the neck. They have this like kind of like a white pink like outfit kind of going on where it's like a pink corset, golden accessories kind of going around the horns, a golden headdress across like the head, and this like kind of flowy white dress in between a pink corset, and golden bracelets. And yeah, she actively does just have a candy cane, just like in her hand, just chilling. She would
Good
just,
shit.
yeah. She would just open the door and go, hello.
Oh god, somebody's already reacted.
Yeah, Kira did. Kira.
Here I just go, hi, I'm guessing you would be a Bella.
That would be me.
I was recommended your help by, okay, me as player, dyslexia. How do I spell the elf's name again?
Elrine.
Yeah, he'll go, I was recommended your help by Elrine.
Elrine, right. Oh, he's still around. That's good to know. I didn't know if he was still in the underground. I hadn't seen him in a bit.
I ran into him before I got hurt, and then I went back to him after getting hurt, and he informed me you would be the good pick.
Oh, that's kind of him. Yeah, I can help. Come on in. Let me see the damage.
Yeah, he'd walk and he goes, mind if I set this back down? Oh my god.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
just
no,
pin
I'll be
you
real.
right
He like half falls
Yeah.
trying to put this fuck off bag that weighs, I'm not even joking, like near 200 pounds.
Yeah. No, she definitely like kind of like helps grab. I do want to mention, by the way, she has these like pink, vibrant pink wings.
He's not questioning it. I will mention he is not questioning shit about her, and that's something she can note. He's just like, hi, business.
Yeah.
I am not trying to bother you any more than I have to.
Oh yeah, no. She like basically folds them up to like get closer to you so she can actually like kind of help grab the bag and help lower it.
Yeah.
She definitely, you can definitely tell strength is not her forte.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's kind of like she's got like arms tensed, like head kind of like peeling up, like she's fighting for dear life, trying to like help lower it.
I'll be real, he's using an 18 in strength, so it's almost like he's doing most of it.
Yeah.
But he's like, at least she's helping.
Trying. Just go, okay, right. You can sit on the couch. I'll be with you momentarily.
Okay.
Help yourself to the sweets. Oh, imagine this place is like, there's so much going on in this place. It is a lot of...
Oh.
She's
colorful.
Got like white cushioned sofas. Not bright, but like it's a lot of pastel colors. So you're like pastel blues, pastel pinks, pastel yellows, and like pastel purples. Like she's got like she has this like little coffee table that is like this pastel blue in front of the couch and the chair. She has like a bunch of like hand paintings. And these hand paintings are like pictures of her with other people. It looks like she's just hired random artists to like draw her with people. Like it's just like it's think of like if you could take
Very
a medieval,
friendly.
yeah, if you could take medieval furniture and then just paint it pastel colors, that's what you get.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, right?
Yeah.
He is sitting here in the most genuine sense of the word, questioning his fabric of reality.
God. Oh, that's so fair.
I didn't mean to roll that. Ignore that.
I will ignore you, rolling whatever that was.
Yeah, that was an attack. That was damage for an attack I'm not doing.
Okay, cool.
I was having to fix a I'm having to fix a some of his class that makes it so his abilities have damage modifiers when they're not supposed to.
Yeah. That makes
And I've been removing it so those modifiers don't exist. So yeah,
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm ficking.
Thick. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, you would see.
I want to be real. He's not too happy about having to sit on the white sofas because he's like, I don't want to get blood on your sofas.
It's probably fine.
I don't think I've got any active blood. I don't think.
But you never know.
Yeah, it's like, oh god damn it. Alright. So he'd sit down. Simo's is like, alright, let me get my withered shoulder out.
Oh man. Yeah, no, she would she'd come back in a little bit. By the way, did you eat any of the sweets that were on the coffee table? They're like little wrapped little candies by the looks of it. She also had macarons just on a plate.
Yeah, he was told to. He was offered, and he's kind of hungry because he really hasn't eaten yet. So he's like, sure.
Yeah.
He'd eat one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you gain 2d6 temp health if you want to roll that for yourself.
Oh, he like half shakes from being startled because he like weirdly feels better.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there like, oh, okay, sure.
Sure, yeah, that works. Cool.
I'll take that.
Take what I can get.
I got extra HP. Hooray.
Huzzah. You would see her make her way back and just go, right, okay. Hi. Let's see what's the problem. Where's the injury? I'm guessing that's what I'm looking at.
He would just pull out, like, it's almost like move his shirt and, like, partially the armor. He'd pull off his armor. It just showed the withering of his shoulder.
Oh, dear Micaiah. Okay. Let's see what I can do.
I'll be real, unironically, he actually laughs.
Yeah.
It's like the most pained chuckle at the, oh my dear Micaiah, holy.
Oh, God. She's looking at you, well, it's a good thing you came to me. I specialize in these sorts of things, thank you to my goddess. So you can thank Micaiah for that one. Okay.
I'm gonna be real. He hits. It's like that. Like other farm goes up as like a little like fist hooray. Like yay.
Yeah, she'd spend like the next 2 hours removing the rot from your body.
That's also kind of why I've had Umo being really like low energy.
Yeah.
Because I was like, there's no way you feel good.
Oh,
even if it's
not.
stopped, you don't feel. That's why I was like, no, there's a physical change in how he's acting towards people.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, she spends the next 2 hours just literally just kind of healing. Like, all right, let me fix this, because this is bad.
This is, oh my
Yeah.
dear Micaiah, that's fucked.
You just kind of go like, okay, so what caused this?
Okay, you are not going to believe me. Probably. Or you might. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Werewolf,
Werewolf. Werewolf?
I think. A wolf with feathers and necrotic. It grabbed my shoulder and I got withered.
Necrotic werewolf with feathers?
A glowing purple eye, I looked at it and it felt like my joints locked up. I got free of it, luckily, and then ran for my life.
Werewolf. Feathers. Maybe it was like part like Kenku or something? And then it turned with the necrotic. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
No, it is.
Was it a curse? Maybe it died and then the curse took over?
I'll be real. He said, like, how much of this do I actually want to explain?
It's fair.
You go, maybe. With where I found it, I sealed it away again. So it's locked away. Oh, I'm starting to get some of my energy back. Hooray.
That's good.
Oh, I'm tired.
I'm glad you're starting to get some of that back. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not typically so forward in what I'm trying to get from people. That was killing me. Thank you.
I don't really typically charge for these things. Most clerics would have charged.
In his head, he's like, this is why I listened to Elrine. I'm gonna be real. In his head, he's like, do I want to ask for your help? Probably not, because you're a really nice person, and I don't want to drag you into my mess.
That's valid. Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I found it in a vault of sorts that I opened. Closed it immediately after running away from the creature.
Okay.
So it's sealed away again for now.
Well, hopefully, that place doesn't get reopened unless it needs to be.
I kind of want to go back and kill it.
That's fair. At least you can make sure that way that someone doesn't open it and get brutally murdered.
Yeah. Like I almost did.
Yeah.
I also have the feeling I was nowhere near strong enough.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
Yeah, and I get to go help with that bandit. Oh god.
Yeah, bandit?
Oh, yeah, I got intercepted by a bandit and I convinced him to not attack me. In turn, I offered to help free his sister from her captors, which were the rest of the bandits. So I get to go deal with that before I get to go back to where I want to be.
A bandit by yourself, one person doesn't sound...
I've got the other guy's help.
Yeah.
The brother.
That's
something.
2 versus
7.
7.
Yeah, I don't like my odds.
That really does not sound good.
If you don't mind me asking, this might sound weird coming from me. How do the people here of this city treat you?
They treat me fairly fine because partially probably because I'm one of the only clerics that they can go to that won't charge them. I typically go out of my way to take care of the people that don't have the money to afford proper care. So I in a way end up acting as like a doctor to the people who need it, that can't afford it. And there's other people, though, that I know of that might not be able to say quite the same for themselves. Is there a reason?
Well, I'm trying to make a place that's safe for all people, and we don't have a healer, which is why I had to travel up here.
I see.
But I also was I'm mainly grabbing those that are not in good straits with those around them. I'm trying to give
Yeah.
people who don't have a safe place a safe place. Which is why I'm trying to help that bandit. It's not just a I lied to him. I actually want to help him. And I want to give him and his sister a safe place to live. But then we need to not die.
No, I understand that. If I left here, it would sadly put a lot of people in a bad spot, and I'd hate
That's
to do
why
that to
I'm.
them.
Oh, I know. That's why I asked how this place treated you. That was that was a more important question than it may have seemed.
I can, however, recommend two people to you. They'd probably be willing to help you deal with the bandits in return for help from that safe haven of yours. Like an area to call it their own, to be with a safe haven. Because they don't get treated quite as well here.
Are they perhaps monster people?
One of them is, and she typically hides from the town as a whole, because I think the town would actually try to kill her if she was seen. So she hides in kind of the sewer areas, and then during the night is when she comes here if she needs healing. She's a demigorgon.
I'd more than happily try to help her.
I'm sure she would appreciate it. Because the thing is, she means well. She genuinely does not want to kill people. But, if her hand is twisted, she'll more than happily petrify somebody. Because she knows that at least with petrification, people can try to look for ways to go about unpetrifying them, so it was not an outright kill.
It's also they just stay that way. They don't age. They just
Yes, exactly.
they're stuck.
It's like a mercy. So
A demigorgon says a lot.
yes, especially for a demigorgon. The other man is how do I put this? Unique.
There's that head flop of what you mean.
So like, okay, here's the thing, right? I, within my time that I've been here, have never seen, aka my time alive, have never seen anyone from the ocean here in the underground. Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. It's the hardest. Huh? Where's this going?
He's the ocean people seen as like a third faction. I'm sure you're well aware of that.
Yeah.
They don't really fight with the monster people. They don't really fight with us. They're kind of like the elves.
They kind of just they hate everyone more than the elves do.
Yeah, no. It's kind of concerning though, because I have been hearing recently that they started getting more aggressive with people getting into their territory, which is a little concerning. I'm sure it's fine. It's probably just rumors.
In his head now, they're definitely slaughtering.
Yeah. It's just another, yeah. Well, okay, so here's the thing. It's a deep sea triton.
Oh!
Yeah, really out of his element. Apparently, I don't know his exact reasonings, but, he left his village for whatever reason. He doesn't talk about himself very much. Very big, burly man. And, he's got a good heart. People just don't really trust him. Not because he's a fish person, but I think it's more of, to be quite frank, he has a bit of an intimidating stature. His is a different time intimidating from a orc, per se.
I'd go help them both. You know where I could find the deep trident? I think he'd be the easier to find of the two.
Yeah, actually, he's... Okay, so here's the thing. This town is weirdly close to a deposit of water.
Oh.
And by a deposit of water, I mean it almost connects into the ocean.
Wait a minute. That's me as a player going, wait a minute.
So, apparently he sealed up the connection that used to once connect into the ocean. I don't think he wanted the ocean people coming in. He's in the lake, is what we've kind of named it. It's called Lake Slardar. Because we've named it after him. Because he's kind of just the only person that goes there. It's pristine water. There's fish that go there, and people are allowed to fish there as long as they get his permission. If he were to leave, he would just pass the permission over to an expert in the field of fishing. So he would just give it over to someone that can actually take care of it. He just wants to make sure that the fish are preserved there. If you brought him, he'd probably just want to bring some fish, in all honesty. But he seems very knowledgeable about agriculture. Seems to have grown his own plants in the lake. He brought stuff from the surface by taking a route through the ocean. And then sealed connection to the ocean.
Yeah, I would like to recruit this man. He hits the hardest, like, we have a lake nearby where I'm staying, the safe haven I've made.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's a safe haven. Has a forest, a fey forest nearby. And the dryad there has, after some conversing and dealing with a problem that she had in a sideways manner, she's permitted us to fish. To get fish from her lake.
But it's a dryad. So I think I know where this is going.
If I have someone who actually knows something about making sure fish don't get over or underpopulated, that would be immaculate. Because currently I don't have anybody.
Well, the good thing is if you can promise him a safe haven, and honestly just an area for the fish, he would probably be damn near loyal.
Right. Alright, I've got it.
Yeah.
Could you tell me where I need to go?
Yeah, yeah, I can tell. Here, hold on. I have a map. Where is it? Hold on. Let me. You see your get up from the couch, because at this point y'all would have finished up the 2 hours of healing.
Hell yeah.
Go over to this.
I'm gonna remove that injury.
Pastel. Yeah, do that. This pastel blue dresser.
Oh.
She starts like going through it, like, all right, not this cabinet, no, not this, no, that's the cow plushies, no, not that one, no, not that.
I forgot. I
Some
forgot the
files.
injury was reducing my HP.
Yep, it was. You see her pull out a piece of paper and start walking back over to you. It is pastel yellow.
I will take it. It's fine.
It has cows drawn all over it, like little chibi cows. But you can see there's like a one chibi cow in each corner of the page. But it is an actual map of the town. You can also see where it literally just has client names written down. So she's figured out like where people live that she actively helps. So if they don't show up after like a certain amount of time has gone by, it just sounds like she just naturally goes out of her way to go check on them. Like she ghosted them. They'd be like, "Hey, you
Yes. Yeah, so he
Yeah.
would go, if you find anyone else, you could send me a mole. My name is Umo.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I
Some of these people, I don't know if they'd be the right people for it, but you know they're just kind of down on their luck. But you know that's a lot of people like that. But from what I'm saying, the type of safe haven you're wanting is a bit different from just an everyday, just don't have enough money to pay bills type thing.
No, I want to keep those who really can't
Yeah,
keep themselves safe. Or they can, but it's a lot easier with others.
of course.
Uh,
And as you get your map, you get your little quest to grab 2 people. That is also
Yeah.
where we will end off because we are running out of time.
Yeah, no, he would ask you, do you want this map back?
You can keep it. I have a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah. And that is where we'll end off. Thank you all for watching this episode. You can find more of the Prophet campaign up on the Lost Shipyard. If you want to find other campaigns like this, we've got Frostbite campaign on Lost Shipyard, and we have Deadwood campaign on Lost River Tavern. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.